It's the dawn of a new age, and your perception of sports is about to change. No bats, no balls, no sticks, no boundaries. From this day forward, the world in sports will never be the same. These are the Extreme Games.
Of the world's most daring athletes, 27 different radical events, 9 over-the-top extreme sports, 7 days of intense competition, 1 killer soundtrack. ESPN presents You Ready for This? Music from the 1995 Extreme Games featuring Mudhoney, Dinosaur Jr., Throwing Muses, B-52s, Babes in Toyland, Biohazard, and more. You Ready for This? Available on Reprise compact disc and cassettes. Take it to the extreme.
Fort Adams, Newport. Extreme skateboarders rolled over the roadway. Jack Edwards and Paul Higgins show us the best truck stop on the highway, and how Tony Hawk swooped over the finals.
Here's the man, Tony Hawk, who has won more skateboard competitions than any man in the history of the sport, and he is the leader.
Tony Hawk dropping in 3 feet of vert, and he does a varial right there, which means he lifts that board up in the air and then he spins it with his hand.
Paul, in his first run, we saw him have a pretty conservative run. He's going to throw more elements in the second.
It already looks like he's throwing different things. There's a 540 McTwist.
Tony Hawk setting up one last big trick toward the launch box.
There it is, there it is. That's a beautiful trick. That's a 360 varial.
There's a lot going on there. It's not just the body spin. There's something doing with the board as well. Chris Sen, the top qualifier, is the only skateboarder left who has a chance to beat the current leader, Tony Hawk, who has made himself a legend by winning more skateboard competitions than anyone in the history of the sport. Sen, very smooth, flowing, and solid. And he is going for glory here at the Extreme Games.
And he is one of those guys that say, forget it, I'm going for the big trick. If that's what it means, that's what it takes, that's what I'll do.
He's got to put that little burble behind him and just keep on going. He's got one chance to beat Hawk, and he's got to let it all rip now.
Chris Sen looking smooth, other than that one particular fall. Good board slide as he comes down.
Can he throw a big risk element in and land it?
Over the wall, he's gonna do it.
With 15 seconds to go in the routine, he's got it going, big speed. Beautiful run out too. The risk paid huge dividends. Although many saw Hawk's run as the best, the judges went with Chris Sen. Sen of San Francisco takes the victory, but Hawk is a winner in many other ways. He even stopped by the truck to do a little bit of directing in his spare time.
The truck, man, it's all yours. Good luck. They need the help.
Hey, I just have a question. Fawn out. Ready, 1. Go to 1. Oh, here we go. Wipe 94. Fawn in. Get ready, 2. Go to 2. Whoa, nice.
Ardent and aesthetic, Tony Hawk prepares to sweep. Jack Edwards and Paul Higgins tell us how they turned axles into aerials at the Skateboard Vert competition.
They've been seeing this stuff on skateboard parks for years. Finally, the world got to share it. shaky elbows and knees, but throw him into a half pipe in any number of contortions, and this man is an artist.
Tony Hawk coming out of competition retirement less than 2 months ago, places third at Tampa, and he's ripping the Extreme Games to shreds.
And he squeezes the most out of every second in that half pipe. The combinations, he goes invert, gets the great extension, and now it's open trick.
One word describes this guy, and that's class. He's got so much class. Tony Hawk doing all kinds of different tricks that skaters don't do, the McTwists, the varials. Oh, he missed on the varial.
He's human.
But he's going to win this thing.
Tony Hawk proving that even the board can get away from him. And there is your champion at the Extreme Games, and your champion for all time in skateboarding, Tony Hawk.
It was nothing but humming on the halfpipe at the Skateboard High Air competition. Danny showed him the way with a jump of 9.6 feet. Jamie Thomas tested the toughest tricks of the trade, becoming the chairman of the boards in the skateboard competition. The Extreme Games. The world and sports will never be the same.